Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Well, before I start, I have a little story to tell you, which is perhaps quite familiar with you. It's about a woman who had two sons. Her first son was an umbrella seller, and her second son was a straw shoe seller. On one sunny day, she looked so gloomy. Having been asked why, she replied, "My first son sells umbrellas. He won't be able to sell his items in such a sunny day." Few months later, the rainy season began, but she also seemed so sad. Can you guess why she's sad this time? Thank you. Yes, her second son's straw shoe won't be sold on rainy days. Whether it's rainy or not, women get sad because of her two sons' opposite items. Now, why don't we take her point of view to the bright side, which means let's think of it this way. When it's rainy season, it's good for the first son. When it's not, it's good for the second son. A small change of thinking would make the woman's life much happier. Like this, one teeny tiny difference of your brain activity would make the life much better. And that's how the power of positive thinking works. To say my own experience, when I was a young boy, well, I'm still young, but of course younger than now, like middle school or elementary, I was always negative and never admit anything. For example, when some kind of problem like early bird catches the worm comes up, while friends of mine think kind of like, "Oh, should I get up earlier?" I thought, "So what? There's nothing to do with me. It's just a puny little bird thing, not me. I'm a human. Why is it so important to be a proverb?" How negative I was, don't you think? But this kind of mind doesn't really matter to my living. What I would say is that each of the daily life I lived was totally meaningless and also boring. After I felt senseless of my life, I tried to enjoy my life, trying not to be me and to be positive on every situation I'm in. Like when I heard bad word, I said, "Oh, thank you for helping me to live longer." In fact, however, I wasn't quite successful because, well, what do you think if you got your paper like that? "Whoa, my paper is raining, yay! For God's sake, it's F. Is there any possibility to consider it as a good thing?" I say no, especially in this limitless competitive society. Most of the students gets frustrated. And also one of my friends even hurt himself due to the stress he got from his grade. Now, can I ask you, how many of you have the memory when you're in elementary school? Please raise your hands. No, or kindergarten. Wow, how smart you are. I don't even remember what I had for dinner last night. But I can tell you this, that each and every one of us have no idea what we are doing when crawling. You know, time goes whatever we do, and the memories, whether grown or not, gradually become the old and be cleared away, more or less. So don't be trapped by the moment that hurts you. It's just a few seconds of your long-term journey. Enjoy it if you can't avoid, or try to find something to learn from it. Then your life will get brighter and enjoyable. Well, thank you very much indeed.